Hello students, how are you? I hope you are staying inside your home and studying. In the last video of class 7th, we completed the chapter Motion and Time with its exercise. I hope that you have revised it, make the notes of the chapter, and you have done the exercise also. Okay? And if something is not clear, then watch the video again. Okay? Today, the topic that we are going to start is heat. Okay, students? New chapter that we are going to start is heat. Hot and cold, the first topic. Definitely, if I say hot and cold, how you can understand that a object is hot or cold? You say yes, definitely by touching it. If in a pan milk is boiling and after some time you touch the pan, then what you say? Oh yes, it is hot because it was kept on a heater or a gas. If I say you touch the ice, what you will say? It was cold. Okay, so yes, you can understand whether an object is hot or cold by the sense of touch. Okay, but however, it can sometime trick us. Means every time it may not be like this. How? Let's take an example. You take three small containers, okay, A, B, and C. Now, what you do? This activity is also given in the NCERT book. You have taken three small containers, namely A, B, and C. Put cold water in A, hot water in B, and in the C you mix both of the water, means some cold and some hot water. Now what it's saying, dip your left hand in the mug A and the right in B, means you have dipped one hand in the cold water and other in the hot water. After keeping the hands in two mugs for the 2 to 3 minutes, put both hands simultaneously in mug C. Simultaneously means together at the same time. After keeping the hands in the two mugs for 2 to 3 minutes, put both hands simultaneously in the mug C. Now it is asking, do both the hands get the same feeling? The answer is no. Why? See, but the water is same for both the hands. Why it is not feeling the same? Because the left hand was kept in the cold water. So for it, the C becomes hot. The temperature is more. But in comparison to B, the temperature of C is less. See, if I compare the C with A and B, so according to A, the temperature of C is more. Okay, so that's why it will feel that the water is hot. But in comparison to B, the water is cold in C because we have mixed cold water and hot water. So the other hand will feel the temperature is low. Okay, so both the hands do not get the same feeling. So that's why I was saying that. However, it can trick us sometimes by touching. Okay, sometimes it may tell you the correct, but sometimes it may trick us, and this is the example of it. Getting it? Okay, students. So to avoid such confusion, we use a thermometer. What is a thermometer? It is a device that can be used to find out how hot an object is. In other words, we use a thermometer to measure the temperature of an object. What is temperature now? Temperature is the degree of hotness or coldness of an object. Okay, there are different forms of temperature like Kelvin, Celsius. So we can, by that we can compare that whether the object is hot or cold. So it is known as the degree of hotness or coldness of a object. So students, now let's discuss one kind of thermometer, that is a clinical thermometer. Okay, you all might have seen a clinical thermometer. Let's look at its properties or its features. First point, it is a device used to measure the body temperature of a person. Okay, second, it is made up of a glass tube of uniform thickness, means the thickness is same throughout. It is made up of a glass tube. Third, the glass tube contains a bulb at one end which is filled with mercury. Okay, the glass tube that contains a bulb at one end which is filled with mercury. Fourth point, the mercury level in thermometer rises up in thread-like portion of thermometer, which therefore indicates the temperature of the body. Okay, when it comes in the contact of the body, then the level of mercury keeps on rising. Okay, and it tells the indicates the temperature of the body. Getting it? See students, mercury is a metal. Generally what we study that metals are solid, okay, but it is an exception. Mercury is a metal which is liquid at room temperature. Okay, it is very important. Generally metals are solid but mercury is a liquid that is liquid at room temperature. Okay, so the mercury level in the thermometer rises up in a thread like portion, means in a very thin portion of thermometer, which therefore indicates the temperature of a body. Okay, now the level that a mercury rises, the mercury is rising na, in thread like portion. So the level that mercury rises, it can be measured by reading scale given on thermometer. There is also a scale given on the thermometer. Okay, now scale of thermometer records temperature in degree Celsius, generally 35 degree Celsius to 45 degree Celsius, which is the range of human body temperature. Okay, sorry, it will be 42 degree Celsius. Okay, so on an average the temperature of human body is around 37 degree Celsius. The average human temperature in degree Celsius is around 37. Okay, and the next is the clinical thermometer has a small sharp curve present near the bulb, and this prevents the mercury level from falling down. Getting it? There is a kink which is present near the bulb. This prevents the mercury level from falling down. So this is the feature of clinical thermometer. Now students, this figure is given in the NCERT of a clinical thermometer. So what I told you about the clinical thermometer, that it was a device that is used to measure body temperature, and it is made up of a glass of uniform thickness. So you can see the thickness is uniform from where the scale is given. It is uniform thickness. Then I told you the glass tube contains a bulb at one end which is filled with mercury. So you can see it is a mercury, it is filled, okay, and it keeps on rising. The mercury level in thermometer rises up in thread like portion. You can see the portion in which it is rising, it is a thread like very thin portion in which the mercury keeps on rising, which therefore indicates the temperature of the body. Okay, next is level of the mercury can be measured by reading scale given on the thermometer. You can see the reading scale. See, there are two scales given, one is degree Celsius and another is given Fahrenheit. Okay, so we measure it on the degree Celsius. Generally the temperature that we measure is on the degree Celsius for the clinical thermometer. Okay, now the scale of thermometer records temperature in degree Celsius. Okay, and it can also record in degree Fahrenheit also, but generally between 35 to 42 degree Celsius. Okay, which is the range of human body temperature. Average human, the range of the temperature, that between this the temperature of the human body lies. So it is 35 degree Celsius to 42 degree Celsius. Okay, on an average the temperature of the human body is around 37 degree Celsius. Okay, now the scale, it is shown by zooming in the image. You can see that here the temperature is about 37.1 degree Celsius. Okay, there are small 10 units. You can see there are 10 units between 36 to 37. So you can measure temperature whether it is 37.1 to according to the level of mercury that has risen in the thermometer. Okay, very important one. I hope you have all have seen this, a clinical thermometer. It has a uniform thickness, it has mercury, and important thing about mercury, it is a metal which is liquid at room temperature. Okay, generally the metals are solid. Okay, all the metals are solid generally, but mercury is a metal that is liquid at room temperature. Okay, so I hope the points that I told you about the clinical thermometer are clear from this diagram. So I hope students that the basic of the clinical thermometer is clear. The next topic is how to use a clinical thermometer. First point, firstly wash the thermometer with an antiseptic solution. Okay, second, before taking the temperature, the thermometer is given few jerks to bring the level of mercury below 35 degree Celsius. Few jerks means it is shaken well so that the mercury falls below 35 degree Celsius. Okay, third, then the thermometer is placed beneath the tongue, below the tongue, for about a minute. For 1 minute it is kept below the tongue, and then it is taken out and the temperature, the reading is taken on the thermometer according to the scale, and according to how much the mercury has risen on the scale, the reading is taken. Okay, so this is how the clinical thermometer is used. Now there are certain precautions that are need to be taken care of while using the thermometer. What are they? These are: wash the thermometer before and after using it. Okay. Second is, make sure the temperature of the thermometer is below 35 degrees Celsius before taking the temperature. Third, keep the thermometer straight in order to see the mercury level precisely. Precisely means accurately, correctly. Okay, precisely means correctly or accurately. And fourth, it should always be held with care or it can be break down. It can break down. Why? Because it is made up of glass, so it can break down. Okay, it should be held precisely. So these are the precautions that are need to be taken care of while using a clinical thermometer. Now students, after understanding the clinical thermometer, a activity is given in the NCERT. What does it say? It says, measure the body temperature of some of your friends, at least 10, with a clinical thermometer. Okay, record your observations in the table. Now what is the question is it asking is the body temperature of every person 37 degrees Celsius? The answer is no. The temperature of every person may not be 37 degrees Celsius. It could be slightly higher or slightly lower, means it can change, it can vary. Okay, actually what we call normal temperature is the average body temperature, and I told you again the formula, average speed. So these are total divided by the total number, sum divided by the total number. So this is the average body. Okay, means it is taken for a group of people, what we call the 37 degrees Celsius. It is not that every body having a temperature 37 degrees Celsius. No. Okay, it can be slightly higher or it can be slightly lower. So actually what we call normal temperature is the average body temperature of large number of healthy persons. Okay, so the clinical thermometer is designed to measure the temperature of human body only. The temperature of human body normally does not go below 35 degrees Celsius or above 42 degrees Celsius. So that is the reason that this thermometer has the range 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. Okay, so I hope that the clinical thermometer is clear to all of you. The chapter that we have started today, okay, this was the basic, this was the first video, so it was about the basic things. When in the next video we will be talking some more concepts like heat transfer and like that. Okay, you students please keep studying. There are other videos of the other subjects also. Please keep studying, keep making notes, and keep doing the exercise, the questions that are being given to you. Okay, and stay inside your house. Take care of yourselves. Thank you.